Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to our brand new podcast, and this is
Unfiltered!
Yes, and I'm Hans.
I'm Harry.
I'm Sabrina.
And I'm Venice.
Okay, so before we kickstart with our brand new podcast, which is called Unfiltered, where we will actually be unfiltering uncomfortable conversations, uncomfortable topics that usually, some people might want to have a conversation around it, or they just want to ask somebody just because either out of curiosity or they are in the know, they want to know something. So this is the main reason why we came out with Unfiltered, to actually unfilter these topics and have conversations around it, not enabling, but educating.
Okay.
Yeah, so before we kickstart with our first topic or first episode, we actually want to introduce ourselves and what do we do at SANA, Singapore Anti-Narcotics Association. Maybe Sabrina can start.
Okay, so hi, I'm Sabrina. I'm from the corporate and advocacy team. So me and Hans are both in the corporate and advocacy team. So what do we do? Maybe we should ask Hans. What do we do?
We do a lot of things.
Tell
crazy
everybody.
a lot. Like our boss make us work.
Yeah, we do media, we do volunteer, we do
corporate
fundraising.
stuff, we take care of the website.
What else?
No, cut.
Okay, sorry.
Okay,
Anyway.
jokes aside, just kidding. But we at the bottom line is that we love what we do.
Really? Okay, yeah.
Can you please?
Cut this shit
Like,
out.
boss, if you're watching, I'm
Okay,
trying
wait.
to save our asses
Say that
here.
again, say that again, say
Like,
that
we love what we do.
Yeah, we love what we do.
Say that like more sincerely.
We love what we do. No hate, we love
Really
Sana.
love. Bosses, if you're watching, we love what we do. Give us more.
More money.
No, actually, on a just an introductory note, we are from the corporate and advocacy department. So we do a lot of things, literally a lot. Our portfolio jumps from corporate itself, branding for the whole of SANA and social media. And then apart from that, we do have volunteers and fundraising. But we are not doing fundraising. We are just more of helping out with the organizing and setting up of fundraising events, like our charity gala dinner, maybe charity golf and stuff like that. Apart from that, we do share portfolio on branding and volunteer stuff. So maybe Sabrina can explain more on the volunteer part of our job.
So we do have 3 types of volunteers in SANA. We have what we call peer leaders, we have SANA Kakis, we also have the RGV. So for peer leaders, it's basically persons in recovery that are now volunteering with SANA. So they have past experience with substance abuse. And then we also have the SANA Kaki who do join us. So basically they are people from all walks of life who join us to become a befriender. And then we also have our Hindu religious group of counselors lah. Yeah, so basically the corporate team really works very closely with all of these 3 groups. And
and don't forget, we do actually have also a group of YRCP volunteers.
Yes.
Those that comes under the Yellow Ribbon Community Project, which is under SANA. Yeah, so
why are we promoting?
no, we have to tell them
Have to.
because
Have to.
at SANA itself, apart from the corporate and also the preventive drug education team, there's a lot of other departments. So you may look at SANA just as Singapore Anti-Narcotics, but there's a lot of department that is actually in SANA. We have the aftercare departments where the counsellors and social workers are in there. We have our step-up departments where they run programs for our PRs and also peer leaders and volunteers. And what else? We have a lot of departments who are doing a lot of work for the community, and also it's not.
So you guys done or?
Oh, you cannot
I
wait.
feel like we keep talking about
A bit too long, A bit too long.
Sorry, overselling.
Wait,
Okay, so
jealous?
that's
You jealous?
okay.
Okay,
So yeah,
maybe
that's
let's move
the
on
gist
dah.
of what me and Sabrina and the whole of our corporate and advocacy department do. But Venice and Hari comes from the preventive drug education or PDE department. Maybe Venice, you want to start?
So Harry and I were both preventive drug education specialists. So I'm Venice
Harry.
and Harry. Yeah, so maybe Harry can start off introducing.
I knew it. Okay.
No, she was like-
We do a couple of programs. So just to tell you the gist of it, we do school talks, right? We do a bit of social media, just a bit, just PD part, mostly they handle it, right? And then next we do batch scheme. So batch scheme is we work with uniform groups in secondary schools, right? Again, go to detail of that. And second last, we work with youth at risk. We do programs for youth at risk, either in schools or in homes. And last is we just started doing parent talk. Yeah, we just started doing it. So these are the current programs that we have. For UFITERED, what we do is that schools either flag to us. Sometimes when we do talks in their schools, they will flag certain group of students they feel they need help, or homes, or certain organizations. Currently, we're partnering with Care SG, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Care SG. So they tell us, we have a group of youths at certain schools that need help. And then what we do is that we go to the schools, do programs for them. Yeah, so these programs can cover from like boundaries to drug awareness to self-awareness. Basically more give them skills, social life skills. Yeah.
Well, like just now you mentioned batch scheme, right? So by the way, a batch scheme is one of the oldest running and
Correct.
longest running program that Sana has ever run.
Yes.
Like I think since the late 70s or 80s, if
Yes.
I'm not wrong,
Yeah.
because I have met my older cousins who are in their 40s who have done batch scheme back when they are in secondary schools. By the way, if you're watching, Sana still runs that program.
Yes, we do. We do.
Yeah.
Just that we upgraded a tier.
If you guys are school teachers or comes from tertiary schools and stuff, or you guys come from MOE, right? Or
Yeah,
private schools
yeah,
even,
yeah.
right? If you guys are interested with having our PDE department coming to your schools and running these programs, you guys can just check it out at our website or just email us at sana@sana.org.sg.
Right.
Yep.
Not only that.
Yeah.
So even though we do mostly secondary schools, MOE schools, we do private schools as well. But not only that, we also reach out to corporate. So we have
Corporate groups,
corporate groups. Yeah. So we have done talks to adult audiences as well. Yeah, and we have done community booth as well. So if there's community events, sometimes they do invite us to bring our own mobile exhibition booth. Yeah, and we've also done talks for several very big organizations like do I just name drop like
Yeah, you have done it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
name drop them.
so we've done for like the Navy, for like the neighborhood police, and we have done for tertiary schools as well, like universities. And so we don't only cater to students, we also cater to majority or almost all different walks of life. Yeah. So
Yeah. So basically that's
we do.
gist of like what the four of us do at Sana, and that's only like the four of us. There's a lot more of us at Sana. So if you want to know more about what we do at Sana, you guys can just log on to our website at www.sana.org.sg.
Yep.
So now let's get to the topic.
All right, guys. so I'll kickstart today's topic.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So since we are talking about drugs and things that we do, right? I think today's topic I'd like to bring about is weed really harmless?
Jang, jang, jang. Drum roll.
All right. So this has been a
One time. Drum roll, then you announce the today's topic. And today's topic is...
weed really harmless?
Wow, what was the essence?
I don't know.
Okay, first off, stop it.
It's weed.
Okay, then I think you should answer the first question.
Wow.
Since we're
Yeah.
talking about Latifah. What do you think?
Okay, what do I think? Okay, honestly, no, weed is not harmless.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Thank you, Rasya. Okay, you want to hear my comment?
Yes.
Yeah. So although weed is often seen as less harmful, it doesn't mean that it causes more good than harm. Yeah, so in fact, weed is still illegal in Singapore. And it's in fact a type A drug.
Class
right?
A.
Like class A. Type A, A, B, C. Okay, sorry. This is why I cannot be serious, you know. Yeah, it's a class A drug,
Class
right?
A. It's listed under the class A drug. Yeah.
So hence to answer your question, it is harmful.
Harmful. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Off to you, Venice.
is
She's
weed
just
is weed really harmless? I think it's not.
Okay.
I mean, it is. I mean, a part of my work is to tell people that it's harmful. But I do, even though personally I think that it is harmful, in the community events that we go to, we do get to talk to the public. And actually, I think the public secretly, they're like split because some of them think that it is harmless. But I'm curious to know what you guys think. So
to me, right, as long as this particular weed or anything else, a substance, right, brings you into another dimension.
ooh.
What dimension? Alam Bunian lah.
Whatever lah. Yeah.
Whatever that means. Yeah. Okay,
she's going into like the paranormal side of things. But, yeah.
Anyways.
whatever. Hallucination lah. Okay, scientific term hallucination. Whatever. But yeah, as long as it brings you to another dimension, right? To me, it's harmful. If you ask me, because you are not sober. Same for alcohol. Same thing
alcohol
apply.
it is.
Same lah. I'm saying it's same what. Like same thing apply for alcohol. If you drink and overdrink, you tend to go to a different dimension because you're too high,
Right.
too intoxicated. So to me, it's harmful if it's to that extent. But for drugs, right? In this sense, weed is harmful if you ask me. Yeah,
Okay.
because it alters your natural senses and it alters the way you think, the way you act, the way you control your body. So it's very harmful if you ask me.
Okay.
But I do understand also like with why?
No, because he wanted to say something. Then he like,
No, you complete. It's fine. It's fine.
Sorry, I can say?
Take your time.
Before I lost my train of thought. Okay. No, because like with like Western media and social media being so popular nowadays, or being just like the main thing that people have. Everybody has social media, you name it, Instagram, TikTok, and especially like with the Gen Z growing up in the digital world, right? It doesn't help with the celebrities promoting it. I mean, like, we're not talking about our celebrities, we're talking about overseas celebrities where it's legal for them. Example, like Amsterdam and some parts of the US. So when the youngsters go on social media and the first thing they see about weed is being like okay to take weed, so they take it upon themselves. Like, oh, it's okay because example Snoop Dogg takes it. So it's okay lah because he's okay what?
Yeah.
He took it, he become
many years
creative and
later.
he can sing and everything like that. But that's the problem with people perceiving it as being okay. Because you only see Snoop Dogg on that particular drug when he is okay.
Yeah.
You don't see like the downside of it when when the drugs is wearing off from is going out of his system and everything. It's really ugly and it's just bad.
Yeah.
It's just bad.
Yes. I think going on that point, so I think for me, my answer will be quick, will be yes. I think going too deep into your point, right, and what Venice was sharing, I think that's the reason why people think it's not harmful. Because media, especially in the day of today, right, where we actively consume things on the media, right, if media shows that, hey, this guy is high on weed and he's functioning normally, that means there's no problem. Who are you specialists to tell us that it's wrong?
Then you say lah because I'm specialist lah.
I told you. Trust me, I tried that.
Flex lah. Like, I'm
tried that.
specialist,
No,
guys.
because-
Listen to me.
No, because
okay, relax.
I almost forgot.
Specialist.
Okay, sorry.
Anyways, no, what I want to say is that no, because there are also doctors online, do this sort of podcasts that they promote what. So there are people out there who I shouldn't say get wrongful certifications, but they have and they preach it, and then people see online, they say, wow, if maybe Google says it's okay, used for medicinal purposes, or maybe rappers or whoever do it, right? Oh, it's fine. Yeah. So in that sense, people actively think it is harmless, or maybe not that harmful to the extent where they cannot try it. Yeah. So that's a struggle we face, I guess, into.
Yeah,
You need to
I
do
think at the end of the day, when you receive a certain information or you see certain things or how people do with like weed, especially online, right? You always have to ask the first thing: where is that person coming from? Like legit, like literally, is he from Singapore? If he's not, then no, don't trust.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Yeah, because like different country has got different set of laws and rules that we need to follow. If it's listed as a class A drug, then you know that it's a no. Then it's a full stop. No. Yeah.
Actually, from the World Drug Report in 2005 done by the UNODC, United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime.
2005 or 25?
Oh, sorry, 2025.
Okay.
I wasn't even primary school yet.
Oh, damn. Oh,
Wow.
now you know her age.
She's a youngster.
But they did mention that globally, the permissiveness of the youth, specifically ages 15 to 16, they're much more permissive, meaning more open to consumption of cannabis. And then Harry and I actually, because we are specialists, we get to go to conferences to always update our knowledge. And so one of the conferences that we went this year, a Singaporean psychologist actually tried to break that down and say that one of the reasons why the youth in Singapore particularly are much more permissive to consuming cannabis is because of misconception, because our neighboring countries have very murky laws when it comes to the legalization of cannabis. And so imagine as a youth, and then you see like news about your neighboring countries that they legalize weed, you would think that actually it's okay. Because a country, especially a nearby country, to legalize such substance, it means that it should be okay. What? Like, why would a country harm its own citizen?
I see. Because I think the close proximity,
Yeah.
right? I'm not talking
Right.
about Malaysia. We know Thailand, few years back, legalized weed. And then talking about that, right? I have a
Yes.
friend that recently came back from Phuket.
Oh, okay.
So he was telling me, hey bro, you work at Sana, right? Just to share with you, I think it's just a thing that we have lah. Because we work at Sana, then people who like happen to see this kind of things will want to share this kind of like observance to us. So he said, 10 years ago, I go to Phuket, like this particular street lah, a popular tourist street. Like it was.
Kidding.
Yeah.
Name drop.
Just name drop. Yeah. This particular popular street, right? It was more of like entertainment, drag queens, like that kind of shows where people go at night. I just went like a few weeks back. He says like at every few meters stop, right? There's at least one shop that sells weed, either in a form
that's
of
very
like. I don't know, I don't do it. But like, yeah, either in a form of like the grass itself, where they smoke it, or it comes in the form of edibles. Like they have a shop set up for like
Yes,
brownies, candies, even
smoothies.
cookies. Yeah, even like
Gummies.
smoothies. Correct. So he was telling me how he actually almost bought a smoothie because they have a matcha flavor of it.
Bro, that sounds so tempting, yeah. Something I would.
Yeah, because because like he was
No, as a sound.
999.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, cut.
no.
Cut that out.
Sabrina.
Okay, sorry.
You're not supposed to say that. No, I'm kidding. No, but I understand what you mean because that's what my friend went through. Because he went to the shop because the first thing that he saw on the billboard of promotion was like matcha tea. When he stepped inside, then he saw people acting weirdly, like laughing.
Then he discovered that it was
overly
actually a shop.
happy with the eyes being so red and everything. Then he said, "Wait, let me pause." And like walk back out. So he went out of the shop. Then he only realized that there was like this, the cannabis leaf
Logo.
Yeah.
So he was like, it's not like out there saying that this drink contains THC or whatsoever, what they call it, right? You just need to find out that logo. So he was like, okay, let's stop. Let's not do this. So at the end of the day, he didn't buy anything from that whole street like the whole time that he was there lah, because of like scare lah.
Yeah.
Because by the way, if you're a Singaporean, right, you're not even supposed to consume drugs overseas.
Yes.
Youth nowadays, sometimes they don't really read news. They are not really updated. You are not allowed as a Singaporean to consume drugs overseas.
Yes.
Even if that drug is legal in that country.
Correct.
As long as you're a Singaporean or a PR, the
Yeah.
Singapore law still applies to you. Because Hari and I, we also attend university safety briefings and stuff like that. And these are for students who are about to go for overseas exchange program and stuff. And one thing that I like to share is that I know it's very tempting. You're very curious and you want to try it on the very first day you land, thinking that this 6 months, 8 months, you'll be safe by the time it'll be washed out of your body. But all our body metabolizes the substances differently. So sometimes, even after like all these months, it might still be in your system.
True.
And if you come back and you kena spot check, you may still test positive.
Correct. And you know that nowadays, like our CNB, they are everywhere, which is what they're supposed to do, right? They do spot checks. And it's like their technology is like so advanced. So it's not only easily detectable by urine test, it's detectable by hair test. And also the moment you step down from like whichever country that you come from, right? They can just do a swab on your hand, swab on your mobile phone.
Yeah.
And they detect something there, right? They can just bring you back for urine test and further questioning, and that's it.
That's scary,
So why go through that kind of trouble just to,
Right.
have a little bit of fun or feed your curiosity?
But I think that's the thing. Like, as much as we say that, not saying we are trying to scare them, but we're trying to make it aware that, if you take it, these are the consequences, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, it becomes so normalized because, like how Bernice was saying about how, Thailand, it used to be legal, right? but then they recently banned it actually. They
try
twisted it.
to,
And then, but the thing is because it was like legal back then, they opened so many shops. And then that's why in Phuket, like every 100 meter, you'll see a 7-Eleven. Every 100 meter, you'll see like a weed shop. So because it's so accessible to people, and because in a way, even though it's illegal now, but it's still used for medical purposes, right? In a way, it kind of spreads misconceptions in the eyes of the youth that why is something that is used for medical purposes can be like something so harmful. Like it doesn't make sense if you think about it.
Correct,
and also it's so accessible because you can just go to Phuket and then it's there. Like you are surrounded by weed shops, you know.
Yeah,
So if you think
like,
about it,
since you touched about medical purposes, right? Like I know like for weed itself, right? When you break it down, there's different types of version of it. There's the original version, and then there's the synthetic version, and then like we have like these vaping issues like with Itomidate, and previously like it's the same thing that they did with like vape. They lace it with like THC, which is a component or something that comes from weed itself. Maybe you can explain more.
I think maybe Harry can explain first. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll break your answer two portions. One is synthetic and the original one. Second is the THC and CBD, the components. Okay, so first to answer that portion. So for example, you want to grow a weed plantation to get the weed, right? So there's a lot of costs involved, a lot of timing, a lot of process. So how do I cut short the process is to create synthetic versions of it.
Okay.
Because cost is cheaper and I still make a very big profit.
Yeah.
So I need to understand that to skip the whole process means synthetic is no longer natural. Means all these there's weird chemical compounds.
Harmful lah.
Yeah, no longer the usual compounds, the THC or CBD that you see. You might be other compounds as well. Yeah, so now it then begs to the question of like today again, is weed really harmful? Yes, it is, because now if synthetic versions are being introduced, the whole medical compound is then is out of the picture already. There's no such thing anymore already.
Correct.
Yeah, so you don't know. You don't know what you're consuming. There's a case also recently, a 15-year-old, I think, reporter on CNN or CNB, like they were doing an interview, how he took synthetic weed and then how his effects were far worse.
Is it?
Yes, it's far worse. Yeah, so that's the synthetic version of it. So we don't know what's in the market right now.
Right.
So again, that goes to the question, whether is it harmful or harmless. Right. The next is the breaking down. Let's break down, we can go deeper into it. So THC is what the term is called tetrahydrocannabinol. And then CBD is just cannabinol. Right. So these two portions can be found in marijuana compounds. Oh, sorry.
I thought CBD like the office there.
Business district.
I was like CBD the office
No.
Okay.
It's not. Sorry.
So these two components are found usually in like the plants. We shall go in detail. So there are different purity elements. Some is more higher THC, higher CBD. So I just explain the components. So THC is the one that gives you that high. CBD doesn't give you that high. So for example, like the vapes portion, right? Some who buy vapes, they'll buy vapes with higher THC because they want to focus more on the high. Some get a balance of both. Why? So it's not that scary like in that sense. Then there's CBD. So CBD is the one that's more used in medical purposes. Yeah. But then again, all of them have side effects. Make it very clear. Yeah, but in a medical setting, of course, they know how to extract the correct compound, know how to give it in correct microdoses, stuff like that. Yeah, so that breaks down the compound. You can go deeper into it.
So like what Harry said, for the natural organic part of the weed, so they actually have different strains of the plant. For example, they have sativa, indica, hemp. So for those who actually go overseas and see hemp shampoo, that is actually cannabis also. If you go to certain country like Korea, they sell...
you wear shampoo.
Wait.
Higher.
Inside the toilet, bro.
Wait. Just don't drink that.
Is it alcohol or what?
No, it's an energy drink.
It's a sensitive topic.
I know.
Because depression and you...
I know. I'm very like sympathetic